Hello everyone, welcome back. If you haven't liked or subscribed to my channel, please do. New to YouTube, so trying to get the word out, and maybe we can get some more subscribers. Today I took another trip to a distribution company and picked up some 6001 cartridges for the half-mast respirators I have. Things are getting a little hairy over here. Even in Louisiana, you know, we don't have any cases in Louisiana, but of course the state next over to us, Texas, does. And you can just feel it in the air. I really think that it's gonna get bad. So I'm hoping that everybody's heeding the warnings and actually getting all of their food preps and water and medications and everything that you need in place. Yeah, this company I go to, I've picked up some half-mast respirators with the vapor cartridges, and I decided to go and pick up 6 more, so I would actually have a spare for each one. These cartridges last a long time, so you know, for the use that if we would have to use it, I don't think it'd be much, because I do plan on staying home if it gets too bad. We start seeing pockets in our area. But we made a trip to Sam's. We're starting to see a big increase in people purchasing the supplies that they need. And my trip to Sam's yesterday, you could tell how busy these workers are. You know, and all I keep hearing people asking, and they're saying, "Oh, we're out. We're not sure. They're on order. We're not sure we're going to get more in." One of the types of rice that they have in store is completely out, and they're waiting on a shipment to come in. They did have some long grain rice that was left in the 20-pound bag, so we just fattened up a little bit more and got a few more bags of those. With other items like food, you know, even if you go to the store and pick up like 1 case or even 2 cans, you know, do what you can. You know, I've seen some messages come across that, you know, I'm on a fixed budget, I don't have this money to go buy food. But if you had, you know, $20, you can actually go pick you up, you know, a couple of bags of rice, you know, 50 pounds of rice, or, you know, rice and beans or whatever it may be. Just do what you can when you can. We don't have any cases in Louisiana yet, which is good. The governor did come over and talked about how he added an agency to watch over the coronavirus and, you know, handle the coronavirus. That's enough for people over here in this area. You know, people will start going to the stores and picking up what they need. And then I see some that just really don't care about it, you know. And some people I've talked about say, "Oh, well, if it's my time to die, it's my time." Yeah, you got to kind of know who you should be talking about it, or if you're just wasting your breath, or what. So I try to help the ones that I can. You know, that's all we can do. You know, I have a lot of kids in my family, and a lot of family members that I want to try to make sure that they're safe as well. So get your half-mast respirators if you can. You know, they're really high, they're expensive. If Lowe's has them or Walmart has them, you know, the prices that I've seen, they're running around $40. There's a company called Distribution International that sells to a lot of different agencies and companies that use this stuff, and they still have a big stock, so that's where I'm getting my stuff at. These filter cartridges cost $13, where you're going to spend $30 at Lowe's or whatever for them. The masks that they have are about 21 bucks a piece. No, they only take credit cards, though. They don't take cash. You can maybe check your area and see if they have a distributor in your area, and go in as a will call. You know, walk in and say you want to purchase some either the 3M N95 mask or the have mass respirators with the cartridges. I got both. I've gotten enough that I need for everybody, and they still have cases and cases of these masks. They actually, last count as of yesterday, Friday, she had told me they had 58 cases, and in a case they have 6 boxes, and in the boxes they have 10 filters if you're getting the ones with the valves. If you're getting the ones with the without the valve, it's a little bit better. If you don't get if you're sick and you're wearing a mask and you're trying to not spread it, then you don't want the valve, because if you exhale, that your virus just comes out and you could infect others. So I have a mixture of both, but if you do get the ones without the valve, it's more economical because you get 20 to a box, and the price is about $22 for the box, where I'm seeing people selling these things online for one mask for $100, price gouging people like crazy. But of course, if you see them at Lowe's or Walmart, you're going to pay about $8 for 2 of them. So try to find out if you have a distribution international in your area before it's too late. The government did talk about they can ask for these companies, that these distributors, that they can voluntarily give over the mask. I see that coming, and the ones that won't, they're going to pass a bill or something, and they're just going to take them. What we get for our, it's so crazy. How people are, they're saying on TV and everywhere is, don't get these masks. The normal populace don't need to have this. It's just for the healthcare workers. And if they tell you that means you need to get the mask, because they're in so short supply. They're just trying to keep people from getting them. If you're going to pick up 2 masks at Walmart, I don't think that's going to affect anything. On the supplies that they get, because they buy this stuff direct to the distributor, and that's nothing to do with what we get in our locations. So, be safe out there. I know it's a short video, but I'm driving. It's a pretty nasty day. We're supposed to get a lot of rain tonight. I haven't cut my grass in probably 4 months because we've been just hit with so much rain. It'll rain for days and then it'll stop, and then we'll get 2 or 3 or 4 days of no rain, and the ground starts to, it seems like it's going to dry up. The next thing you know, we get more rain. So my lawnmower doesn't see any grass cutting, and probably won't for a while until we get out of this season. A few other things that I've seen that, some people are hoping, for this virus, that they were hoping that this thing would be killed off, once the winter time is gone, kind of just like the flu. But pay attention to what's going on in the areas, the countries that are having the summertime already, and they're still fighting the virus and getting cases. Australia is one of them. So that's kind of scary to think about. Is this virus going to keep on trucking through the entire year, every year? And if it mutates to be a stronger virus, that's scary as well. So yes, I am afraid, and because if you kind of look at it, I don't think it's gonna. It could get really bad, and our lifestyle and the way we live will be totally changed. So, of course, I'm hoping the best that this doesn't happen. But the only thing you can do is prepare to protect your family. And also, I talked about how some think this is all a joke, and that they don't think anything's going to happen. And they're either not preparing because they don't believe in it, or maybe just because they don't have the money to. In this state, we have a lot of guns. A lot of people have guns. And some of the people that aren't preparing have guns. And I think you should have them as well, because the ones that don't have these supplies, and it could be the most outstanding person in your town, he has two kids sitting on the side of him after days pass with no food in their mouth, and the kids are crying. I think I would probably do the same, if I was in that situation. That they're going to go out and they're going to get the things that they need, no matter what they have to do to get it. So it then comes down to your own personal safety and what are you going to do to protect your family. How are you going to manage that when someone knocks on your door and asking for food? Are you going to give it to them, or are you not going to give it to them? What if they know you have it and you don't give it to them and tell them to get off your property? They may come back with 10 more people with guns, and you may not be able to get out of it that way. So one of the things that I believe in is, if your neighbor is collecting food from a food bank or being distributed by our military, if it hits our area, you better be in that line as well. They better think that you don't have food either. If you're getting supplies now, don't think just because it's not here that your neighbors aren't watching what you're doing. Watch how you unload your stuff at your home if you're getting bulk goods or whatever it is. Do it at night if you have to. Just make sure that you're not being watched, because they may not think much of it today, but maybe a month down the road when they're looking for food, they remember what happened a month ago. Take your precautions. Get your stuff in place before it's too late. From Louisiana, I wish y'all the best. Stay well, keep safe. Until then, we'll see you later.